The Xbox has no games narrative ended in 2021. Microsoft released a bunch of exciting games this year like Psychonauts 2, the Microsoft Flight Simulator, Age of Empires 4 and the latest super hit Forza Horizon 5, and Halo Infinite will come out on December 8th. But especially the launch of Forza Horizon 5 is more than a release of a game. It marks the launch of a new era of Xbox games, an era filled with first-party games that offer big, super detailed and immersive worlds, an era that provides the most diverse lineup ever and some of the most technically advanced games. Let's talk about this pivotal moment in Xbox gaming. Hello gamers from around the world, this is Boxenberger, the video game enthusiast from Germany, with a discussion-inspiring video on the turning point for first-party Xbox game releases and how Forza Horizon 5 is only the first of a new generation of Xbox games. And to see just how good Forza Horizon 5 and other games look on the Xbox Series X, you should set your player to full 4K 60 FPS. And while you're at it, it would be awesome of you to consider to also hit the like and subscribe button and maybe even turn on the notification bell. Okay, thank you guys, you rock big time, and now let's talk about the Xbox first-party games. Forza Horizon 5 is the topic on social media right now. Apparently Call of Duty launched, which is usually a big discussion point, but no one talks about it this year. Forza Horizon 5 is definitely a major topic in the gaming community right now, and for good reason, but we get to that in a sec. The thing is that even media sites phrase their reviews like the first essential game of this generation, and other outlets that usually don't score Xbox games that high even gave the game a 10 out of 10. And why did I label this video the launch of a new era of Xbox games? Well, I think that we should get used to the Xbox Game Studios releasing big, well-polished AAA experiences, and Forza Horizon 5 is definitely the first one to kick that streak off where Xbox will release AAA games on a regular basis. I mean, I know that the perception out there is that Forza Horizon 5 is just another racing game, but boy is that a racing game. It is an open world game where you the player get to experience a gigantic map located in Mexico with diverse biomes, tons of little details hidden and something to discover around every corner. And it's not just an exciting open world game. On a technical level, this game is a true next-gen showcase with visuals close to photorealism as you can get these days. The level of detail is insane, and not just while you drive at 300 km per hour. We know that a lot of racing games use that trick, that environments and stuff looks good in motion, which is what you usually have in racing game. But Playground Games nailed the level of detail across all movement speeds. Even if you stand still, the level of detail on cactus trees, houses or the street itself is absolutely breathtaking. And that level of detail is combined with an exceptional lighting technology. The skyboxes set up the mood for a great dynamic global illumination. Reflections are handled even without ray tracing on a next level of quality. They have even light branching through leaf trees that cast a very natural looking God ray effect. In addition to that, the audio design is top notch. Playground Games implemented ray tracing for audio, which gives an insanely high quality of spatial audio design. You can hear when you drive by a canyon or a house how the sound is reflected off of the respective materials, and that's just super immersive. And let's not forget that technically this game is still a cross-gen game. Now, this technical accomplishment is combined with an outstanding world design, and that in a racing game. And this just makes you wonder, what will the developer Playground Games be able to pull off with their second game that they have in development, and that is of course the reboot of Fable. Fable is going to be an open world action RPG, probably played in third-person perspective. And if you think about what Playground Games have accomplished with Forza Horizon 5, you have to be excited for the next Fable. The insanely good quality in the audio design, the exceptional lighting, the amazing texture work, the fantastic design of the open world, all that will transfer into the high fantasy action RPG Fable. And that's the thing where Forza Horizon 5 is only the beginning of a new era of Xbox games. Never has the technology and know-how been bigger in the Xbox Studio roster. 23 Xbox Game Studios share their know-how and technology for all upcoming projects. It is still unclear if Fable is going to use the Forza Horizon 5 engine, or if they will for instance use an engine like the Unreal Engine. I know that some job listings hinted that they might use the Forza engine also in Fable, but I have talked to a couple of developers and they all say that it will probably be difficult to implement that engine because of things like animations, motion captures and indoor scenes. Be that as it may, the fact is that technology and know-how is shared across the Xbox Game Studios. Let me give you another example, and that is the Unreal Engine itself. We know that the masters of the Unreal Engine work at the Coalition, and that the Unreal Engine is a gaming engine that is used in a lot of Xbox first-party studios, and that's why all Xbox studios will benefit from the shared know-how. And that not only goes for technology in how to use a gaming engine, but also for writing, level design, storytelling, stuff like that. But we get to that in a sec. Developers like the Coalition share their know-how with the Unreal Engine with other insanely talented studios like Ninja Theory, who are working on Hellblade 2, and that game will elevate graphics and audio design to the next level. Hellblade 1 already was an insane experience, and that game was made by 20 people under a limited budget. Now that Ninja Theory is implemented into the Xbox Game Studios, they double the size of their Hellblade 2 team, they build a brand new studio with a new motion capture studio, a new audio studio, etc. to deliver an unprecedented quality in the gaming experience. We have seen behind the scenes development diaries that just show you how much detail Ninja Theory is putting into everything they do. And this time they have the proper funding, and we've seen it with games like Psychonauts 2, just how much a bit of extra dev time and a little bit of extra funding can actually help the quality of a game. But like I said, it doesn't end with sharing technologies. The Xbox Game Studios also collaborate in things like world building, storytelling, etc. A fantastic example would be Obsidian Entertainment. We all know that they are masters in terms of open world building, storytelling, and in development of RPG systems. They've already announced two major AAA RPGs, Avowed and Outer Worlds 2, and we know that both these games are developed with a significantly higher budget, better technology, and that will only elevate the already incredible talent in world building and storytelling to the next level. And of course, other studios like for instance Compulsion Games or In Exile will definitely benefit as well from this shared know-how. I mean, if we look at Obsidian Entertainment, they delivered with for instance games like Fallout New Vegas or Outer Worlds, outstanding quality RPGs, but you were always able to tell that either time or funding was kind of lacking a little bit. So the first game that they will launch under the Xbox umbrella will be Avowed, a Skyrim-esque high fantasy RPG. We can expect big things from that game because it is now developed with the backing of all that the Xbox Game Studios have to offer. But speaking of giant RPGs and big world building, in 2022 we will get to play Starfield, the first new IP from Bethesda Game Studios in 25 years. The makers of games like Skyrim or Fallout are building a science fiction open world RPG, basically Skyrim in space, on a brand new engine, the Creation Engine 2.0, which will be a top-notch technical engine. I mean, if we go back to the launch of Skyrim, that game looked for the time insanely good, and with Starfield we can expect the same kind of quality visuals combined with the amazing world building, quest design, etc. we know from Bethesda. And now these highly talented RPG developers share their knowledge in how to build open worlds across the Xbox Game Studio portfolio, meaning that games like Fable, like the new In Exile game, etc. can also learn from them. But it doesn't end there. Even across different genres there will be benefits, like for instance Todd Howard, the mastermind behind Skyrim and Starfield, is making an Indiana Jones game with Machine Games, which are known for the Wolfenstein series. Can you think of that mix? And here it comes. With the acquisition of Bethesda, Xbox also acquired the id Tech engine, which drives shooters like the aforementioned Wolfenstein or Doom. And if we look in how insanely good Doom Eternal looks, the possibilities for other games are more or less endless. And during the acquisition process, head of Xbox Phil Spencer already said that he likes to think about the future of id Tech and what it can do when these developers talk to the developers from Halo or Gears of War, and how they can elevate graphics and gaming experiences to the next level. But with that, I already want to wrap it up. We in the Xbox community should better get used to what we see with Forza Horizon 5 right now. Insanely good reviews across all media sites, and even more importantly, happy gamers that get to play quality games and share their joy on social media. On a regular basis, Xbox is going to release major AAA games that get enough funding, time and technology to elevate the gaming experience to the next level. In only 4 weeks we get to play the biggest franchise Xbox has with Halo Infinite, and we all know that this Halo entry is the most ambitious Halo game to date. In 2022 we will get to play games like Starfield, Redfall, Forza Motorsport and many more. Other big games are in the making, like Fable, Avowed, Outer Worlds 2, Hellblade 2, Perfect Dark, Indiana Jones, State of Decay 3 and many more. And those are only the games that we know of, and all those will share technology, know-how and give each other support. So there's no doubt in my mind that the quality we see right now in games like Forza Horizon 5 will carry over to a lot of other IPs and make the future of Xbox games brighter than ever before. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you want to support the channel even further, it would be awesome of you to consider to become a channel member, which will grant you early access to my videos and custom made badges and emojis. But let me thank everyone who supports this channel in any kind of way. You guys are amazing and I truly appreciate your support. And now let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about Forza Horizon 5? Is this the launch of a new era of Xbox games? And if you want to strike up a conversation about gaming outside of YouTube, you can also hit me up on Twitter. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I see you the next time and game on!